Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So I'm pouring this awesome feather or leaf mold from the Craftsmen store again, and it's a huge mold. It's 60 centimeters long in total, and at the widest part it's 30 centimeters and it's 8 millimeter deep. What I'm doing now, I'm starting pouring the end bit of my feather or the leaf, and then I'm going into the center and I'm using those metal sheets, and I mixed the metal sheets in the colors gold, silver, a greenish tone and a bluish tone. So I'm very curious if this is also matching my resin piece, what I want to do. And if you maybe remember, we had this collaboration with this mold when we were pouring this mold, and I did a wonderful web effect with some amazing cells. So I gave my final result on the 50th birthday of a friend, and she was very happy. And then there was another friend, and she also liked this very much. But that friend, she likes more the turquoise colors. So I thought I'd try to do a similar pour, but with the colors turquoise. And fingers crossed that I can really achieve a similar effect again, because resin, it's always difficult to achieve the same effect. And well, I mixed some colors. So I have here the Caribbean blue. It's a more greenish turquoise color. Then I have the teal, and this is from ColorBerry. The first one was from Art, and you see it's more a bluish teal tone. So I want to alter them into a cup, like a dirty pour, and this will be my outer line of this mold design. The resin I'm using here is the ultra cast resin. I let the ultra cast resin sit for around about 20 minutes before I started pouring. And now you see how I'm altering my colors. They are somehow quite similar, but the one color is more a greenish tone, the other one is more a bluish tone. So I hope that they will mix very well, that I have a really nice turquoise color at the outer edge. So fingers crossed. I'm just having enough in my cup. I mixed for both, I think, around about 20 grams each, and then I was altering these into my little cup again. Now you see me pouring the outer edge. I try to be as accurate as possible, and I try not to pour too thick. So it always takes a little bit time. I try to be, like I said, very accurate. And you see, sometimes the wiggly lines are coming out of my cup. Sometimes you cannot change it. I don't know why this is happening. My little cup was not too full, but well, resin does what it does anyway. So I think this is enough of the turquoise color, and now I can take my clear resin and I will be pushing out the colors. You see it. And I'm trying to be as careful as possible with my center, with the leaves, so that I'm not spreading them too much. It's easily done. I did this with another attempt, and I have really the center full of those leaves. But here I really try to keep the line and that it's a nice center. So I'm pouring this, and I'm making sure that my mold is not getting too full, because I still need to pour some outer colors. So now I just take care that I get rid of the bubbles, that I spread a little bit my sheets, my metal sheets, and then I can see what color I pour next. And I decided to pour next the true aluminium pigment from Dipon, and it's a beautiful, yeah, I love this color. It's a beautiful color. And it looks for me like they mixed silver and gold together. So you have this amazing champagne tone, and I really like it. So I'm pouring this also around the edge. And if you look carefully, you can already see how the resin is nicely spreading from the turquoise color. So it's already, because I pushed it to the sides, going on top, if you know what I mean, and it's already pulling to the center. So I'm very hopeful that I achieve some nice effects with these colors. So I really love this silver goldish color. I did 2 rounds following the feather shape, and now I'm taking my whitish, my off-white color. And as you know, I recently like it a lot when I use the pigment drops or another white, and I add some of the Carat scent into my resin to get this wonderful creamy off-white. So I'm using here, let me think, I had a bigger cup, round about 40 grams of resin, and I put this into a bigger cup so I can handle this a little bit better. And I added 7 drops of the pigment drops in white and a little scoop of the Carat sand. I'm really sorry about my voice, but I don't know. I'm recently very tired. I don't know what this is. And yeah, I guess it's still from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when I was quite ill, and that my body still is not recovered 100%, but it will be fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, now I'm just using the rest of my turquoise color. There was not much left in the cup, but I thought I just use it. And it's always nice to just alter your colors another time, for another row, because it really helps to get your resin moved to the center. And I just adore the Webeffect. And of course, I'm hoping also for some nice sales like I did with my previous pour when I used this mold in a video. So now I have the white aluminium again. Really love this color. Also going along with 2 rows. You see it there. And then I'm using a little bit of my off-white again. Yeah, I'm sorry also for the dishwasher, but yeah, sometimes it is like it is. I'm really sorry about it. But you know, I don't have the space to always go away and to sit somewhere very quietly. So please forgive me, but this is real life. So there's now my white. I'm also going in another 2 rows. And then I'm practically done with my pour. So I'm very curious how this is all going to turn out. But as you can see, I have enough pigment that it's really pulling towards the center. And you see that I'm just dragging my dotting tool a little bit on each side to the top and the bottom. You see, you know what I mean, so that I have really a nice design on the other side. Yeah, there was still something in my cup, so I'm still pouring. I guess it's, let me have a look. It's a silver again. I thought, why not? Because I still had some space in my mold. And I'm just using what I have. It's for me so much fun pouring these techniques and pouring resin, making designs with resin. And when you hear from people that they really like what you are doing, it's a big compliment, and yeah, it makes me very happy, because sometimes it's also hard, because sometimes you are doubting yourself if you can create nice designs, if you can still create good videos for people to watch and for people to learn. So yeah, I'm still hoping that I'm an inspiration for you all. So I guess my pour is done. I just have a look for my metal sheets again. If I'm happy with this, there I thought it was a little bit thin at that part, because the other parts spread it a little bit more. But yeah, I just leave it how it is, because it's handwork, it's resin, it does what it does anyway. So, and now I can show you a little time lapse where you can see how the rest is moving towards the center. I was also using very carefully a little bit my heat gun. You see it in a second, I guess. And then, yeah, I let it cure for around about 20 hours. It was still bendable because it's so huge, but I don't mind, because then it's easier to shape your design. So now let's have a look. And look at that. Look at the effects. I really love them. And I love the turquoise color. I'm glad I mixed those two colors in a dirty pour. And I'm so happy with this design. I was a little bit doubting if I could get a similar design than I did in my first video using this mold, but yeah, I did. And I love the silver. I really love the goldenish silver color. I don't mind that the center is not completely closed, because I think it gives the whole piece a lot of depth. And now I'm going to show you the final result, where you can see all the effects in detail, and where you can see this awesome turquoise color and all the cells it created. I'm very, very happy with this pour, and I hope that my other friend will like this as well, because yeah, she likes so much turquoise colors, and I think it's looking gorgeous. Anyway, with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching, and please take good care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.